thought you said any fiscal damage, and I was like, they're losing money.
Of course they are. They're in entertainment.
Oh, no, they're ratings.
The stonks are going down.
The stonks.
Not the stonks.
Stonks.
Disclaimer. We do not own or claim ownership of the Pokemon franchise and any Pokemon established in official canon. That's all owned by Nintendo, Game Freak, and Creatures. This is just a podcast made by 4 friends who love Pokemon. It's our love letter to a franchise most of us grew up with. So please go support the official release.
Previously on PKMN Legacy.
A large theater building with the markings of the league gym. On a big neon sign with these rainbow stars flying across the screen, Colin.
I like his design.
You also see a shiny Gardevoir, Gabby.
Wow.
You're not nobodies. You two are in the tournament. The audience will eat that up.
This is not just a battle of strength, this is a battle of style. And out pops a Starmie and Swoobat.
These poison stings coming out of it and just psew, psew.
That star is in the sky no more. Out pops a Mr. Rhyme.
Oh my gosh, Chaplin.
No more playing around then.
He has a trick up his sleeve that he's saving for later.
Uh-oh.
Hey, if you're listening to this, this is the start of a new session, kind of in the middle of this gym battle. Switching things up, switching over to pre-rolled numbers for the enemies. I have these sheets of paper right here. I have an array of sticky notes all over. It's like a conspiracy board over here, but we are ready to go. And we'll go back to the top of the order with Chaplin. He is going to go for a...
But he has to wake up, right?
Oh, yes, that's right. Okay. He's already gotten 2 out of his 5 successes he needs to wake up.
Yes.
So let me just roll an insight for him. That's 1 more success. He just needs 2 more to wake up. But nope, he is...
He is honk-a-me-me.
Not his face. His face is completely emotionless and just wide open eyes. But his tummy looks tight.
Tired tummy.
That goes to Bellini.
We are going to go for a pound on him while he is asleep. 1 out of 4.
That will land. He can't really evade if he isn't awake to evade it.
That's true.
Go ahead and roll for damage. His defense is 3.
1 out of 3.
Damage is damage is damage. That's 1 point. As Bellini just scurries over there, slaps him right in the a little nose on his stomach.
Smacks him.
That takes us to Shikaka, who is not asleep, and they are going to go with a good old air cutter on both of you. A 1 out of 5 will hit unless you're going to try and evade or clash.
I'd like to try and evade.
Okay. How about Minion?
Evade.
Bellini needs to get a 2 or more to evade successfully. Minion, you just need 1.
I got a 2.
Woohoo!
Oh!
You got exactly what you guys needed. So for Shikaka, Air Cutter is sort of the same old song and dance. You guys have heard enough verses of it. You elegantly duck out of the way. The blasts of razor sharp wind go right over you guys. That brings us down to Minion.
I think we're gonna hit Mr. Rhyme there with a little Veta Shock, if you don't mind.
Okay. You'll need 2 or more to hit. 3 out of 3 will do it.
Woohoo!
Oh, wait, that's Poison Sting. Did you mean to do that?
Oh shit! Stop! Oh,
Yes, you meant to do Poison Sting. Keep that roll.
Yes, I meant to do poison.
Do whatever you want.
I mean, it's still poison, right?
You know what? He's asleep. He can't really argue against semantics. So, yeah, go ahead. 3 out of 3 for Poison Sting will hit. Roll for damage.
If it's full like that, does that make it a crit?
Defense is 3.
Defense is 3. If you roll 3 more successes than you need, that's a critical hit. And if you roll 3 fewer successes than you need, that's a critical failure. All right, you hit him for the minimum of 1 point of damage. Go ahead and roll 3 chance dice to try and see if this guy is poisoned. No such luck, but he is asleep, and he's looking like he's about to sleep for much, much longer. Any additional actions from you guys? I think Shikaka is going to try to do 1.
I would like to try and use Power Cord.
They don't stack, so you've already used Power Cord to boost
Did I
your
last
guys'
time? Okay,
strength.
then never
Yep.
mind. I couldn't remember. Then I'm good.
Shikaka is going to go for a Starstruck on Bellini. A 3 out of 5 will hit.
All right.
You only take 1 point of damage as you are blasted with the power of fandom.
Fandom?
Bellini's almost overcome with a sense of fanatic fervor, idol worship, if you will,
Oh my god.
but he stands strong. No simping for Shikaka.
We simp for ourselves.
Hell yeah. Minion is going to take additional action or no?
We're good right now.
Bottom of the round. It is time for another show-off.
Chi-Chi, you want to try and collaborate on something?
Sure.
How big is Minion in comparison to Bellini?
Minion is just a smidge bigger than Bellini.
Could Bellini feasibly ride on Minion's back?
Absolutely. We've established that Minion is a Chad and a strong boy.
You're so right. I would like to, Maddie, myself, rifle through my bag and see if I have any glitter.
I'd say you absolutely would. Are you going to try to glitter bomb them as they fly through the air?
Yes, just like dazzling, spectacular.
I love that. Okay, for you, cute or beauty plus crafts.
3 out of 6.
Colin is going to try and use Shikaka's ditziness to their advantage and also roll cute plus perform.
Don't be cuter than me.
Nothing's cuter than you, Chris.
Aww. Oh.
1 out of 4. That will not work. Go ahead and describe this glamorous and bedazzling flight of fancy.
Fantastic. So, Maddie tosses the glitter container over to Bellini, basically tells him to get on Minion's back. Now go fly over the audience and the battlefield and sprinkle the glitter everywhere.
For just once in his life, the clean freak nature of Bellini is squashed for the sake of showmanship.
Absolutely.
They soar through the air over the audience, just throwing glitter everywhere, doing barrel rolls, loop-de-loops. They look resplendent.
Yes, great word.
Everyone is cheering. Meanwhile, Colin is biting his knuckles like,
That's gonna take forever to get the glitter out.
That's exactly why I did it. Style and strategy.
top of the order. Let's see if Chaplin wakes up. Insight roll. That's the last 2 successes he needed. He wakes up and is able to act normally.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. He is going to go on the defensive and 2 out of 6 will land. He uses Reflect as he mimes out these glass barriers in front of him and Shikaka. Any physical damage that their side takes for the next 4 rounds is reduced.
I thought you said any fiscal damage, and I was like, they're losing money.
Of course they are. They're in entertainment.
Oh no, the ratings.
Stonks are going down.
The stonks.
Not the stonks.
Stonks.
Okay, but that's his move. We move on to Bellini.
All right. Bellini is actually going to go for a sing on Shikaka.
Ooh, Shikaka. Okay, go ahead and roll for accuracy.
0 to 2.
Shikaka will remain awake.
No.
0 out of 2 will not do.
Done it.
And they will rebuff your attempts to lull them to sleep with a little kiss, little heart stamp on
They
them.
say, oh, you're so cute. Kiss.
1 out of 5 will hit unless you're evading or clash.
Evade, let's go for it.
You need 2 or more to succeed. Not this time, not with that 1 out of 4. So glides up into the air, dives bomb down, and with its little heart-shaped nose, gives you a little smooth, little kiss.
Little kiss.
Okay.
Kiss.
A little Keith.
You only take 1 point of damage, but yeah, you do flinch.
Okay.
I'll let you take away the damage,
I
the
did.
HP. Okay, awesome, Pops.
And I did last time, too. You didn't, right?
I did not. I'm not touching your guys. I have enough papers to deal
That's
with.
what I figured. That's what I figured.
Okay. All right, that brings us down to Minion.
Now we're gonna try for a Venom shot this time. Meow.
Not this time. 0 out of 3. He tries to let out a blast of toxic energy, but they're above the toxicity.
He just throws a phone at him.
Bats out of the way with its bat wing. Any additional actions from you guys?
I wouldn't mind attempting tickle after the kiss.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. You're gonna need 3 or more to land. Okay, 2 out of 4. Tries to go for a little tickle with its glitter-covered tail. The Swoobat just flutters up out of reach.
And could I go for a string shot on
I think they're already bogged down by your string shot from before. So not only are they covered in glitter, but they're covered in little sticky webbing.
Oh, so that was...
It's like silly string.
in that case, can I go for Mr. Ram? For Chaplin?
Oh, no, they're both gummed down. It hits both at the
Oh,
same
they're
time.
both gummed down?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was... Oh.
String shot hits both foes at the same time.
Oh. good right now.
I'm sorry, I forgot to roll for your guys' show-off reward from last time.
Oh, yeah. What did we win?
For the one you just won, for the upcoming round, if any move you have has a additional status effect, you can choose for that to automatically land.
Ooh.
So if a move has a chance to poison, you can say that automatically poisons them.
For this next round only.
For this next round only.
Okay.
But for this round, what are we going to do?
Chi-Chi, what do you think?
Can we do like a Team Rocket thing?
Maddie and Velma?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
That would be cool plus perform from both of you.
All right.
And he will try to do his best to also look friggin' cool.
1 out of 1.
None out of 2.
No.
So in order for you guys to win, he needs to get a 0. He got 2.
Give him a show, Shikaka. Make that string shot work for you.
And you see Shikaka twirl around in the air. He's using the sticky ropes of webbing like a ribbon dancer.
Ooh.
And because of your glitter bombing, they sparkle in the spotlight.
All right, I'll give him that one. That was good.
Oh, you fuckers are so lucky. It's a dud. No effect for him. Top of the order, we got Chaplin again on deck. He's going to go for a ice beam against Minion. That's a critical 4 out of 5 to hit.
We'll try to clash.
Okay, what move are you trying to clash with?
Let's try to clash with Poison Sting.
Okay, roll for accuracy. You need to get a 4 or more. That's not gonna do it. 1 out of 3.
Oh well.
So he lets loose a blast of icy energy, and that is 5 points of damage.
Yikes.
No.
Tank.
Minion!
Even with its bulky defenses, that will take out the last shreds of HP that Minion had, and down the bug goes.
You did your best, Minion.
Velma, it's time for your revenge tour.
Yes, Bellini, you have a vengeance arc to come to fruition now.
Yeah, especially because I just slammed my finger in the closet door.
Ow.
That's okay.
Ow.
This is my, it's okay.
Pain is temporary,
Correct.
theater is forever.
Correct. So can I use that status effect thing this round now?
You can.
Okay, I would like to, automatically put Shikaka to sleep with Sing.
I was meaning that for secondary effects for like damaging moves, but you know what? It works for me.
I don't even have secondary damage, so it's great.
No accuracy roll needed. Bellini belts out a tune. The acoustics are great. Shikaka is lulled immediately to sleep, flutters down onto the ground.
Good night.
And Shikaka's turn right now. Let's roll for their insight. That's 3 successes so far. Just needs 2 more to wake up.
Oh my goodness.
Any additional actions from Bellini? Because Chaplin will go for an additional attack. Let's see if you survive. It's Starstruck. So a 3 in this case will land unless you're going to try and evade or clash.
What will it hit me with?
I don't roll or reveal the damage until after you evade or clash.
Oh. Yeah, we're gonna have to evade that.
You're going to need, let's see, 4 or more.
Yeah, that's that. No, I got a 2.
Well, then he hits you for 1 point of damage, but retroactively, I forgot to add your leftovers.
Oh, doesn't last the last 2 rounds.
Yeah, give yourself 2. So he hits you for -1 point of damage.
I got so scared.
All right, no effect from Starstruck this time around.
There's additional effects to Starstruck?
There is. The additional effect of Starstruck is that if it lands the attack, rolls 2 chance dice, and on a success, they become infatuated, like the effects of attract.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to try and get Chaplin with a pound.
You will need 3 or more to land the hit.
Come on. No!
Not this time.
Can I spend a fate point to try again?
Sure.
Do I want to?
The circumstances dire enough?
No, we're gonna save it. We still have other Pokemon.
Chaplin is still hanging on by a thread by the end of this round. Time for the show-off. And I think since Maddie's the only one on the field right now, Maddie, what do you do to show off?
Have you ever seen those talent, like America's Got Talent competitions where they have like the cats jumping through like hoops and things and doing tricks?
Sure.
That with Bellini and Maddie.
Roll for Bellini's dexterity plus perform, since they're the ones doing the tricks.
Yes. 1 out of 5.
Now, is this worth a will point to you?
Is it? Yeah, let's try it one more time.
Okay, go ahead and re-roll.
2 out of 5.
And go ahead and subtract 1 will point from either you or Bellini. Meanwhile, Colin is also going to do dexterity plus perform. 1 out of 3. It was not enough.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
We're just so much cuter.
Rhyme tries to copy your style, but a mimic is still a mimic. You have that original classic flavor.
Yes, we do.
And as your reward, Bellini recovers 3 HP.
Whoa, let's go.
The spotlight is soothing, and you're restored up to full health.
Woo. Good job, Bellini.
I think this would be Chris's go on the stage now, right?
Yeah.
Come on, Father Christmas.
Oh, sweet sassafras. All right, yep. All right, okay. He begrudgingly walks back on stage. It's all bright, and he's just like, oh, not again.
Disco Daddy! Disco Daddy! Disco Daddy!
I'm a dad, but I'm not a daddy, okay? He just cries, throwing out Ginger.
So, go ahead and roll for Ginger's initiative.
Please be a speed girl. Please be a speed girl. Please be a speed girl. 2 out of 6.
You'll go right after Chaplin. Chaplin is going to go for another ice beam, this time on Bellini. Gotta whittle that son of a bitch down.
No.
Get him out of here.
No.
No, I meant get Chaplin out of here.
Oh.
3 out of 5 will hit.
We're gonna go for a clash.
What you gonna roll?
Pound.
Pound it.
Oh.
Not enough. Lets out a blast from his tummy smile and hits you for 3 points of damage.
Okay.
No frozen condition though,
Yes.
just damage. That brings us to Ginger. The clown is tottering like a Bozo the Clown little punchy doll thing.
So, Chris just kind of being done with this tap dancing thing, but he just looks over at it as it just keeps blasting this ice beam, and he goes, Ginger, use Fire Fang on Chaplin. 3 out of 6.
He'll try to evade. Fails.
2 out of 3.
That reflective barrier that he put up doesn't do shit against the super effective Fire Fang. Ginger leaps forth, pounces, clamps down right on the schnoz on his chest, and just goes to town on it like a chew toy.
Aw, she's playing.
Fire is blasting everywhere. Finally lets go. Chaplin collapses on the ground. Dunzo.
You see Chris do like a little bit of clapping. He's like, I'm so proud of you.
Bellini's turn.
All right. Bellini is going to now do power chord on Ginger.
Oh.
Bellini can't gain the same effects, but Ginger sure as hell can. Go ahead and roll for accuracy.
Yeah. That didn't. Okay.
Bellini tries to let out a chord, but
Starting to feel that vocal fatigue.
a polytoad stuck in its throat.
It's okay. You've been singing a lot. You can vocal rest after this.
Oh, poor thing needs a lozenge.
0 out of 3 will not do. Let's see if the bat wakes up.
You know it won't.
It would be very lovely if you didn't wake up. Just keep on the snoozing.
Bats. We're bats. We're the bats.
It's just one away from waking up.
Sweats.
Good. I was trying to jinx
But
it.
he's knocking at the door, and he'll open it up next time. But in the meantime, any additional actions from you two?
I'm going to have, you know what? Yeah, I'll try bite.
Go ahead and roll for accuracy. You need a 2 or more to land.
Ooh!
You got a 2 or more to land. So go ahead and roll for damage. Defense is a 3.
2 out of 3.
The barrier is technically still up, so that negates the super effective, but damage is damage is damage. Takes the 2 points. Go ahead and roll to flinch.
Nothing.
No flinch, just a hefty little chomp.
Nom.
Any additional actions from Bellini, or are they on vocal rest for this round?
I used pound during this round, right?
Yes, you did try to clash.
Okay, so no, nothing from me.
All right, time to perform.
I'm going to have Ginger roll over.
Oh.
Cute plus perform.
Just before? I mean, a 1 out of 1.
Bellini is going to climb up where this area here towards the audience and be Ginger's hype Bellini. Be like,
Roll for Bellini. This would be cute plus allure.
Bellini's trying to start a wave. 2 out of 4.
Okay. Meanwhile, the sleepy bat is going to try and use its cuteness to do a cute little 2 out of 3. I'll give this to Bellini.
Let's go.
Bellini directs the wave. You see the crowd going, ah! This works great in an audio-only format.
True.
But as your reward, let me roll. Oh, fuck. One move next round can ignore defenses,
Oh, sweet merciful Lord.
Okay.
but only next round, so make sure to use it.
Yes. And also, I get 1 point of damage back.
Come on, Colin, get your head in the game. They came to see you. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Mobius.
Mobius.
And he throws out
What is
is-
that?
this bug-like Pokemon just hovering in the air, not even flapping its wings, cloaked in mint greens and golden yellows,
Oh my god.
with its eyes shut tight with 2 blushy cheeks. It looks like it's almost asleep as it floats there.
Villa just goes wide-eyed and just whips out the Pokedex.
Absolutely.
Dreamer, the soothsay Pokemon, and the evolved form of Dozeworm.
Of what?
The evolved form of Dozeworm. Pay attention.
Oh, thank you.
These creatures are able to sleep while standing up, though you could never tell, as they rarely open their eyes. Their antennae are perceptive enough to detect vibrations as delicate as the flap of a beautifly's wings from miles away.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh. Velma, are you okay?
No.
Keep it together. Once we beat this battle, we can ask him where to catch that thing.
Velma, you're drooling. You're drooling. Stop, please. It's getting on the floor.
I'm in the game. I'm focused.
It will go right after Ginger, but first up, Ginger.
A Ginger's going to go in for a bite on the Woobat.
Swoobat. It worked hard to evolve.
It's a Woobat in my eyes. Anyway, because I don't know what this thing can do yet, I'm very afraid. I will try to give it a little bit of a bitey bite. Yeah, 4 out of 6.
Get your critical hit.
Ugh.
Roll for damage. Add 2 bonus dice to it.
3 out of 5.
Ginger leaps forth. Second verse, same as the first. Crunches into its schnoz. Swings it down. It wakes up just long enough to go to sleep again.
Brutal.
Oh, Jesus.
The last sight it sees is Ginger just murking it.
Why does this sound familiar? Yeah, that brings us to Mobius the Dreamer.
Mobius.
It is going to go for a 4 out of 6. You don't see what it does. It just, you see its antenna shaking. Vibrations are going out somewhere. But whatever happens has not come to pass yet.
No. Guys, it's calling babies.
That brings us to Bellini.
Bellini's gonna go in for a pound and use that thing from last round. What was the effect again? Something with damage.
One move of your choice this round can ignore defenses.
The only attack move I have is pound, so. And it's only for me, right? Ginger can't use it?
Either one of you can use it.
Oh!
Bellini, you got it. You got it, Bellini.
No, are you sure?
Yes, Bellini, you got it. Go for
Okay.
it. End it, please. Please make it end.
Hopefully I'm not even gonna say it.
2 out of 4. Mobius will try and evade. But a 1 out of 5 don't do shit.
Yes!
So go ahead and roll for damage. Defense is 0.
Oh, can I re-roll that?
For a will point, I'll allow
What
it.
if I get lower, guys? Can I do it with advantage so I get the higher one?
No.
You know what? I'm a believer in gambling, but at the same time, it's all up to you.
No! I want you to decide for me.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, you know what?
Since you're going to be a bitch about it, hey Siri. Heads or tails?
Heads.
I didn't pick.
Reroll.
Okay, I was like, I didn't pick a result.
I don't care.
Okay, I'll take it.
Hey, look at that.
So 3 points of damage as Bellini leaps up into the air. Dreamoth is not quick enough to evade it. Hefty 3 points of damage.
Woo.
Any additional actions this round?
I'm gonna have Ginger try for a Fire Fang.
Roll for accuracy. You're gonna need a 2 or more to land.
Come on, baby girl. I know you can bite it. I know you can. 4 out of 6.
Oh!
Roll the clash. 3 out of 7 will not do it though.
Yes.
So yeah, go ahead and roll for damage. Defense is back up to 3.
4 out of 5.
Woo!
Even with the last of the barrier up, the barrier just melts away from the brimstone and sulfur as Dreamoth
This poor guy never stood a chance.
Poor Colin.
I don't think you're going to need to roll for perform this round because Colin is kind of freaking out right now.
Can we take a victory lap with Bellini riding on Ginger's back?
Oh my God, yes.
You absolutely can.
Yes.
Bellini just doesn't even need to be told. Just jumps on Ginger's back, like holds on, like actually on the neck and holds onto the horns like bicycle bars, like handlebars.
And Ginger's gonna go and just start trotting around like a show horse, just kind of trotting around the ring, just
Spitting
off.
fire.
Yes.
Spitting fire.
Yes.
Bellini's like tossing the rest of the glitter into the fire so it sparkles.
Oh my God.
I don't know if that's actually what that would do, but we're gonna say it's what it does.
The crowd is in a frenzy right now. They're up on their feet, waving around like crazy. You see one guy punch another guy just out of sheer excitement. And the other guy gets back up, holds his bleeding face, and starts cheering some more.
Oh my gosh.
God.
It's like a soccer game.
These people are knucking futz right now.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no, you don't. You're not gonna upstage me. Not on my stage. Not when I still got my leading lady.
And Colin's ace Pokemon, Gabby the Gardevoir,
Oh,
I
Jesus.
forgot he has a shiny Gardevoir. Oh.
takes center stage. Back at the pause menu. Hey there. How you doing? Hope you're enjoying the episode so far. If you'd like to support the show, we have a Patreon for that. Get rewards like your name in the end credits of the YouTube releases, access to behind-the-scenes bonus tidbits, and for Ultra Baller tier patrons, get your name mentioned here verbally by me. Names like Bamboori, Camicat, Cybernetic Pink Eye, Danny Deathheart, Donkey Odo, Doodle Boy, Javon, Jonathan Jesus Macias, Kian T, Mr. Someone, PBC98, Red Phoenix 2412, Renamon Music Box Brony, Trace Hartley, and Unoriginal. If you're a bit low on cash, word of mouth works just as well. Post about the show on Blue Sky or Twitter using the hashtag PKMN Legacy. Emphasis on Blue Sky, we're trying to be more active there. Leave a good comment on our YouTube releases, or leave a good review wherever you find this podcast. And if I find that, like the patrons, I might use your name as one of the names of our NPCs. Got 3 characters this time around showing up later, all from Patreon this time. Gabe, named after Gabe. Marshall Von Mogul, named after Marshall Everett. And Camilla, named after Camicat. Now, I should mention, we just wrapped up recording for Season 2 just a few days ago as of recording this, which means the names of all those NPCs for the rest of the season are pretty much locked in. That being said, we're going to be starting recording for Season 3 hopefully sometime next month. So if you haven't already left a hashtag or comment or post or whatever, feel free to do so and I'll add you to the list. Oh, and one more thing, very special thank you to AutoKnight01 for reprising the role of Colin from the playtest campaign. Links to all his various stuff in the description. One more thing I'd like to plug again from last episode, Stormfellers, animated pilot made by my friend Brooks. I did the sound design for it. Features the voice talents of Louis Zong and Parker Simmons. A lot of talented artists put their love into this pilot. It has a lot of potential and we'd like your help to bring it out. If you're able to, please support the show on Kickstarter. There's about a little under 2 weeks left for the campaign, and we could use your help. Again, link to that in the description. Alright, that about covers it for now. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy the rest of the episode. Let's get back to it. Unpause.
She's so bright.
She's so sparkly.
She's so pretty.
That is a 5 for initiative.
She is very fast, guys.
And it's time for our 11th hour show-stopping number.
Oh my gosh.
He takes a finger to his temple where you see that gemstone in his glasses is.
Oh,
And
wait.
in Gabby's hands, you see a tiny spark of light as Gabby's Gardevoir reacts to Colin's Mega Shades.
Hey, yo, wait a minute.
Gabby is engulfed in an explosion of violent red light. As she pirouettes, shadows spin with her. Her white dress darkens into a deep, midnight velvet black, and her glowing gaze pierces right into your heart. Gabby has mega evolved into Mega Gardevoir.
Oh, no.
What?
Help.
Oh,
help.
shit.
Help.
Oh, shit.
She looks like Darkrai.
And she is going to go for a Moon Blast on Ginger.
Woo.
5 out of 7 will hit for critical damage. Do you even have a chance to evade or clash?
Oh, God, I don't have enough in my pool. I just gotta take it like a champ.
You see her whip around, pirouette, and let loose a blast of Fey moonlight directly into Ginger, knocking her back. Ginger takes 6 points of damage.
Oh! Hey, Maddie, I don't mean to freak out, but it's very strong.
I can see that.
Assistance, please.
You're supposed to be the calm one.
I'm not the grounded one. It just took out most of it.
You better ground yourself then, because it's Ginger's turn now.
Wait, did I forget to add a point back to my HP last round?
You did.
I wish I could give Ginger the leftovers.
No switcheroos this time around, unless you guys learn switcheroo.
I know. It's okay, Chris. You got this. Just stay calm.
Okay.
Focus.
I'm going to do something that's probably not going to do much in the grand scheme of things. I'm going to have Ginger go for a bite. I don't think this will work. Oh, my sweet baby girl. 3 out of 6.
What did that guy on the overhead god mic say? Damage is damage is damage?
Damage is damage is damage.
Thank you for saying God, Mike, and not calling me God again. I do appreciate
Yeah,
that.
you're on the god mic. We're in a theater.
That works for me. It takes the damage. Go ahead and roll. Defense is 3.
2 out of 3.
Two out of 3.
Ginger hobbles up, takes one last little chomp. Gabby's eyes are enraged as it swipes it out of the way. And we go over to... Oh, wait a second.
What?
Remember when I said that whatever Dreamoth did not come to pass yet?
Yeah.
It comes to pass with Future Sight.
Help.
And that was targeting Bellini.
Oh, no.
A 4 out of 6 will land. Evade or clash, or
I guess try to evade.
you need a 4 or more to succeed.
It's okay because I got a 1, so we're doing great.
Dreamoth may have made a very short cameo here, but with 11 points of damage.
I'm sorry. 11?
The damage pool for this was 11 dice, and it rolled all successfully. I wish I was shitting.
God.
Yeah, okay. Bellini's out.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
The audience is also very traumatized by this because...
The audience might be sorry, but you're not sorry.
So to Bellini, it's like psychic energy compacts time itself and implodes it right on top of him. But for everyone else, it just looks like he ragdolls on stage. Like,
You're like, what happened?
Okay, question.
Maddie's just crying in the corner. Sorry.
Oh, Maddie, I'm so sorry. I will have
My baby.
Ginger do one final attack because I don't think she's got much left in her. Go for a Fire Fang and see what happens. Oh, God, why is it so strong?
Roll it. Pull it.
2 out of 6.
it clashes with Starstruck, and it just misses.
Oh.
So go ahead and roll for damage.
2 out of 3.
Gabby takes 2 damage. She will also go for an additional action and fire off a magical leaf.
Oh.
Even if it didn't get a 4 out of 6, it would still land because magical leaf will always hit.
Can I try to evade?
I don't think with no miss moves you can evade it. You can try to clash it.
I don't think I actually... All I have is Odor Sleep and Eerie Fog, so I don't think I can clash.
So unfortunately, a quick flurry, Ginger goes down.
Oh, my sweet baby girl. Why is she so strong? Why is she so strong?
Are you doing another sob story for your showstopper?
Yes.
Beauty plus empathy.
Oh, perfect.
2 out of 3.
I think Velma's gonna try to get in on this empathy action and try to do like a dramatic, comforting thing alongside.
Oh.
And it didn't work.
You let out this dramatic speech, but no one can hear through your lisp.
Oh no, she has Donald Duck syndrome.
You have Donald Duck diction on stage.
Oh, no.
Enunciate, project.
I am protecting.
Colin will roll Beauty plus Perform, just using Gardevoir's own elegance to his advantage. So he needs to get a 3 or more to succeed. Let's see if he lands. 3 or more will just hit. Next turn, he has a full heal to his name.
For what reason?
Star power.
No, he just doesn't need it.
I'm sorry. Anyway, time to not be sorry. Time for you to smack her beautiful face. Send out your last 2 Pokemon.
Maddie clutches the Pokeball and throws out Lucille. She's like, okay, just do your best, okay?
Velma takes out the Pokeball and just throws it out, and out pops Moppy. She's like, Show me old razzle-dazzle!
Mafia pops out, a beat of silence from the crowd.
Mr. Destiny, Screech, Pokemon.
Go ahead and roll for their initiatives.
While we're here, can we, I just want to just check the Gardevoir as well to see if there's any sort of separate form that the Pokedex picks up.
Oh, sure, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you ping it.
Gardevoir, Mega Evolutionary Form. The transformation has heightened their psychokinetic powers and empathic senses tenfold. This newfound boost in power often clouds their judgment. If not kept in check, they would rip apart reality itself in order to protect their trainer from even the smallest of perceived slights.
So basically, it's a Tsundere Pokemon.
Oh, Tsundere Pokemon.
Sorry, not Tsundere, Yandere.
Oh.
So Lucio got a 3, Mafia got a 1. Let's see if you survive this attack then. Okay, it is going to go for a Starstruck on Mafia. A 4 out of 8 will land.
We'll try evade, why not?
You would have to get 4 or more to succeed. Not quite, 2 out of 4. It poses again, arms up and outstretched, hits you with Starstruck for... You only get hit for 2 points of damage.
Nice.
Mafia!
Mafia.
Lucille's turn.
Lucille is going to go in with smoke screen. 1 out of 4.
1 out of 4 will land. It's just enough.
Nice.
So it lets out a fog machine's amount of smoke, clouds the view of Gardevoir. Her accuracies are reduced by 1. That takes us to Mafia.
We're gonna hit him with a hex.
You needed 2, you got 3 out of 3.
Woo!
All right, go ahead and roll for damage. Defense is 3. 3 out of 4, bumped up to a 4 for super effective damage. It is on its last leg, but still on point, like literally ballet style. It will go for 1 additional action. It's in a fever pitch state right now. It's going to go for a Moonblast on Mafia. A 3 will hit
Help.
for another 2 points of damage.
Okay, this is stressful.
I'd like to go for, yeah, we're gonna go up in the air for bounce so that we're up in the air by the
Okay,
next turn.
yep. No roll needed. You just leap up into the rafters to the catwalk. That brings us to any additional actions from Mischievous.
We're gonna play a little teeter dance.
Ooh, okay. You'll need 3 or more to land this. 4 out of 4 will do it.
Good lord.
You dance around. You see Gardevoir about to get woozy. You see the audience getting woozy. The referee getting a bit woozy. Colin being very nauseous at this whole outcome. It's going to go for 1/3 additional action.
God.
Well, first, confusion. Let me check that out real quick. Removes 1 success from all additional rolls. So if it fails, it suffers 1 point of damage. This will be its 3rd action. With Smokescreen and Confusion, it needs 5 or more to succeed. So it's a good thing that for its 3rd action, it uses Magical Leaf, which can't miss. Wait, hold on. Okay, no miss moves like Magical Leaf. If they fail the accuracy roll, they do fail. It's just that when they succeed, they cannot be evaded. That's what it is. Okay. So if I do fail this, then
If it fails, it's gone.
yeah. But a 5 out of 6 will hit on Mafia. 1 pitiful point of damage.
That's some petty damage, man.
Yep.
Oh, good thing too. 'Cause,
1 more go. Performance checks. It's going to go for a tough plus perform.
Thumba's gonna actually take a page out of, I don't remember if it was Chris or Maddie who did it. Try to turn Mafia into like a glittering disco ball that just shoots like a star.
Disco Daddy goes to Disco Daughter.
Yes, disco family.
Disco family.
Either cute or clever, plus perform.
Woo!
Let's see if it toughs it out, huh? 3 and 3. Rollies. Just roll a 1d20. Higher 1 wins. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. 12, 19. Shit!
Woo-hoo!
Mafia is a beautiful little disco ball, and outshining even the radiance of Gardevoir's shiny form. The audience finds its focus from the teeter dance onto Mafia, and 1 will point. to Mafia.
Ooh!
Go Mafia!
Top of the order, Gardevoir's finale. It will go for a Moonblast. So it needs 3 or more to succeed for this.
You got me stressing over here.
It got 7 out of 7.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm up in the air.
Yeah, no, this is going for Mafia. You're
Yeah.
out of range. Even with your defenses, that's 6 points of damage. The disco ball is turned off. Bunks to the ground. And the crowd you see going, aww.
Oh, don't you go awing them! This is our come from behind victory! We're the stars here!
And at that point, I think that's when Lucio would come down for the bounce. So go ahead and roll for accuracy.
2 out of 3.
She'll try and evade. But she needed 5 or more to succeed. She only got 2. So, paint me a word picture.
So as there's this chaos of Colin saying, why are you... Because that's what he said, right? He's like, why are you booing? Why are you awing? She's the star. There's chaos. There's clamoring. Gabby's in the center of the stage. And suddenly, you see that smoke screen is still there. And you see a light coming up from the rafters. Lucille, fire in her hands, holding these ribbons, jumps down, 1 foot kicked out, and smashes right down on Gabby. On her back, so that when she lands, she's on the floor, Lucille, little foot on top, standing triumphantly over, and she's like waving the ribbons around, and the ribbons are on fire.
You bounce on her so hard, you turn off her mega.
Oh!
It goes,
You knocked the mega evolution out of her.
There's a beat of silence, and then everyone leaps out of their seats, roars with applause and cheers. You hear the referee shout out, "This battle is over. The winners are Velma, Chris, and Maddie from Team DuPont."
Yeah, baby! That's what we're talking about! That's what I'm talking about! Oh my God, you guys did it! We did it! We did it!
we almost died.
Lucille panics for a bit, seeing that everyone is focused on her now, and just sort of hides in her little ear.
Maddie runs out onto the stage and gives Lucille a big hug. Lucille's just like still twirling the flaming things above, like not really sure what to do.
She nuzzles close to you and half to hide from them and half to just hug you. She's feeling extra warm and cuddly.
Oh.
Good girls, that was so wonderful. I'm so proud of you.
You see a smile plastered on Colin's face.
Bravo, you 3! That was one battle I am never going to forget. Go on and take your star badge.
Yes.
He hands you a glittering star-shaped badge in a rainbow of colors.
Oh.
Very luminescent.
Maddie like turns it over. Did you autograph this?
You're welcome.
You know that they engrave special messages on the back of every badge for each gym leader, but you do notice that his signature there is a bit more bigger than everyone else's you've seen so far.
Oh.
And just so there's no hard feelings, have a TM for Starstruck too.
Listen, that move was really cool. I will take that.
He shakes your guys' hand and aside whispers to you,
Seriously though, no hard feelings. I know I was playing it up, but everyone likes a heel, you know?
Okay, whatever you say, silly man.
No. Not silly man. Serious man. Being genuine here.
Oh, I know. And Maddie like boops him on the nose.
Okay, now if you'll excuse me, I gotta go find someone to clean up, all the glitter.
As Colin grumps off, you see Gabby turn to you, and you suddenly hear this feminine voice in your head going, "Please don't take his short-tempered facade to heart. He means well."
You can talk!
Telepathically, yes.
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
Colin has been my dear friend ever since he rescued me as a Ross. I can see deep into his true self. And despite the outcome, he did very much enjoy battling with you.
Oh, that's
Oh.
sweet.
Him hating the glitter, though, that was for real.
Uh-oh.
That's just my little special sprinkle.
I can see the future. It's never going to come out.
Sorry.
You 3 possess great inner strength. I do hope it lasts for all the challenges you've yet to face.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that was actually really, really sweet.
She gives you a curtsy, goes off stage. And as the 3 of you turn to the crowd and make your way out of the theater to the applause of everyone around you, you make your way out of Cortland back to Mogul City for the night to rest up for your tour of the headquarters in the morning.
Ooh. Oh my goodness.
So for the listeners tuning in, between us recording the last scene, finishing up the gym battle, and recording this right now, it's been
A while. It's been a while, folks.
It's been 4 months, but it feels like 5.
As if 4 months is not a long time.
I missed you guys.
I miss my friends. But my aim's getting better.
The next day comes, you guys get up, you head north to Mogul City. It's the same corporate city. It's less of a city and more of a network of buildings stitched together, almost a castle of a skyscraper.
Ooh.
Sleek, futuristic, just very, very nice.
Nice.
I got a question, Kay.
Yes.
Is it like one of those major cities that if you were to walk towards it, it's just like blinding lights everywhere and like you can barely see anything?
Think more like Tron with those little glowing lines.
Ooh, glowing lines.
The silhouette of the buildings were etched in orange glowing lights.
Okay, that's cool.
Ooh, orange glowing lights.
Do they change color?
They don't seem to be on right now, but it seems to go with their whole orange and blue motif that the company wears.
Branding.
You go and check in at the front desk. A few minutes later, a boxy-shaped man, dark hair, glasses, comes by. Good morning. My name is Gabe. I've been assigned to be your tour guide today. Nice to meet you.
Hi,
Hello,
Gabe.
Gabe.
You guys recognize him. This was one of the judges back in Pippintown during your tryouts for the tournament.
You!
Do you does Tris audibly make a face like that?
Yes, he does. And he tries to whisper as softly as he can in her ear, like, I think this guy might be able to help me with finding out about a certain someone in the tournament.
Oh, okay. We'll get there.
Sorry, you guys okay? Do you need to...
No.
We are so great.
No, we're awesome.
Okay. Also, Camilla told me to tell you that she won't be joining you for the beginning of the tour. Some things came up, but she will catch up with you midway through.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's great.
She's a very busy person.
Okay, well, we start every tour here in the center of the lobby next to the statue of Marshal von Mogul. Have you seen it before?
We've passed by it a couple times, but don't know the history, if that's what you're asking.
Well, luckily you can hear the history from the man himself. Gabe presses a button on the side of the pedestal, and the 10-foot-tall hologram of the man comes to life. You've seen this play before, but to recap, Marshal von Mogul looks like a strongly built man, finely coiffed sandy blonde hair, bristly mustache under an overly rosy nose, wears a bolo tie. He looks like the kind of man who smiles professionally. The quality of the audio is a bit aged, but you hear him say, "Well, hello there. I'm Marshal von Mogul, and I'd like to welcome you to this family of ours. You know, the Appalachia region is such a beautiful place, home to wonderful people and Pokemon, each with their own little dream. But the truth is, it wasn't always this safe. No roads, no rails, no way to go see your folks. And there's nothing more important to me than family. That's why the Mogul Mining Company works day and night to pave the roads to progress, to keep you safe and sound as we bring us all together. Because real power is the power that's inside all of us." The hologram freezes like a paused VHS tape, and you hear Gabe say, "So that was Marshal von Mogul, the original founder of the Mogul Mining Company, which later became Mogul Corp. We're not a mining company anymore, but our mission remains the same. Help make the Appalachia region a better place for everybody." Yes, sir, did you have a question?
As times changed with, like, you guys building up in this area, whatever happened to all the Pokemon that probably would have lost their homes? Did they just get relocated in a different area without messing with the, environmental structure of it all? Or is it just more like they're being used for helping around the area?
That's a very good question, sir, and the answer is a little bit of both. As a mining company, we'd often work with Pokemon in our operations. Nowadays, though, we work with both the League and local rangers to help mitigate any environmental damage we may do or have done, and to safely relocate wild Pokemon during any restoration efforts.
Whoa. That's impressive, actually.
Okay, so if you come this way, I can show you some of the stuff we've been working on to help make the Appalachia region a better place. And as you guys walk away, you notice on the pedestal of the statue years of his birth and death.
What's the year?
Marshal von Mogul died roughly 15 years ago.
15 years?
So Gabe leads you to, you know those those roller coaster rides where the seating thing is part suspended bench, part like gondola,
Like those kind of tour rides kind of things.
like that, but it hovers.
Hovering, like as in like there's no, I guess, glass screen or anything like that?
No glass screen or wheels. On the bottom of these seats hovering a foot above the ground, you see these tiny little sensors. It all seems to be track locked to this line painted on the ground running throughout the building, like a circuit.
Okay, that paints a better picture. Chris goes and pops the squad.
Can I whisper to Chris and Maddie? I mean, fuck.
Yes, Chris and Maddie.
Can I whisper to Chris and Velma, please? Just keep an eye out for anything suspicious. I really want to make sure I have an idea of this place before we decide whether or not we're going to give up mine then, okay?
I remember hearing a rumor that they cryogenically froze the guy's brain.
Wait, what?
Yeah, apparently it's a big thing that they do with a lot of these corporal types. I wonder where it is
I
now.
wonder if we could use one of our Pokemon to try to find that brain.
Maybe Ember can unfreeze it.
Ooh, that'd be a good idea.
You could use Ginger, or I can use Lucio.
Ooh, what if we take the brain and then we take it to an even better facility and might be able to find out more about what's happening inside this messed up place? They might be someone who's actually like the original person and things
Or are you guys okay? You're whispering a lot again.
yeah,
Same thing.
yeah.
No brains on the brain.
Yep, nothing about brains and frozen
Nothing
people.
on our mind.
Ha 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 ha.
Cute plus etiquette.
Oh no. Chris is gonna fail this.
Yeah, I got a good roll.
3 out of 3 for Maddie. 1 out of 2 for Velma.
Ooh. Oh no.
0 out of 2 for Christopher.
Oh no. Oh no.
Cool. Okay, let's start with the medical department.
No, please, that's where I'm sounding fine.
The bench goes forward, gets into the elevator, up several floors, and you guys stop by a window looking into a very sleek lab. You can see scientists are hard at work. Gabe turns to you. So at our medical department, we look into ways to make medicine for both humans and Pokemon more accessible and affordable. No need to go broke for buying a few potions and revives, you know? We're also exploring new fields like advanced regeneration technology.
Advanced regeneration technology?
Oh.
Yeah, you just said it like too loud.
Advanced regeneration technology.
What are you doing that for?
Well, suppose someone loses a limb but a prosthetic won't do, or an organ transplant where they can't wait for a donor. So why not grow those things ourselves?
Uh-huh. Does this apply to Pokemon as well?
Yes. In fact, they're the inspiration. Slowpokes, they regrow their tails. Staryus, their limbs. Corsola, those little rocky spikes on them. It's a newer field of study, but just imagine if a Pokemon Center can heal your Pokemon up in an instant. Why not apply that to everyone?
Like a brain.
Stop.
All joking aside, we don't have a cryogenics department open to the public here. Moving on.
To the public.
To the public, yeah.
Moving on. The bench takes you to a workshop where a bunch of scientists are tinkering on devices.
Ooh, what's this?
Oh, Miss Camilla actually gave me permission to talk about this with you guys. So this is our transportation section, but you probably have already found out that cars aren't really viable options in most regions. And unless you have a proper certification, you can't get a rider Pokemon or fly everywhere, so why not just skip the trip altogether and just teleport there? We're trying to rework the escape rope to make it more affordable to everyone because those things are expensive.
I mean, that makes sense. Everyone should get to be safe.
Exactly, and not just for personal travel either, but for, mass evacuation efforts. This could be huge for public safety and security.
Ooh, security.
Okay.
And then you're whisked away to a different part of the building. You see a bunch of scientists working on Pokeballs.
New Pokeballs? What do they look like?
They're just regular Pokeballs, and Gabe says, "Oh no, we're not trying to reinvent the Pokeball. Silphco has a monopoly on that, so... let me just check. Okay, this part isn't marked as confidential, so I can let you in on this trade secret. A wink." He verbally says wink.
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 So, who knows how Pokeballs work?
They open and they close to catch the Pokemon?
Partly, yeah, but, well, the Pokeball sends out this signal, shrinks down the Pokemon, converts it into a energy form, and stores it inside the capsule.
Like uploading them to the internet?
Kinda, yeah. And right now, they're working on something that can suppress the signal the Pokeball makes.
Like, they catch Pokemon?
So it would stop the Pokemon from being recalled into their balls or being sent out.
Sorry, it would stop them from being called back into their Pokeball?
Yeah, so if someone was trying to poach a Pokemon, they wouldn't be able to catch it. And if someone was trying to rob you with a Pokemon, they wouldn't be able to send them out.
No, that's really a great point, but what about the people who would try to steal someone's Pokemon?
Well, if you stop a Pokemon from being recalled, it's much harder to take because it's a big old Pokemon, not just a tiny carryable device. Think of it like a pause button.
Question. With the security measure being upped on these Pokeballs, is there potential for someone to, tinker with it and eventually reverse engineer it to be bad? Or is there like a protocol that's in place to stop people from doing that?
Well, I do know that we are in constant collaboration with the Pokemon League and local law enforcement to make sure that technology like this doesn't fall into the wrong hands and it's used responsibly and safely. And until it is safe, it's not going to be available to the general public. Unfortunately, I can't really go into more detail about it. Not so much as I don't have the clearance, but more I don't really have the know-how. Never really was my area of expertise.
That's fair.
Understood.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm more into sales and customer service. Speaking of, you're whisked over to the office area. A lot of sales representatives walking about. And on the other side of the glass in the distance, you see a familiar red-headed woman. Seems to be packing their things.
Angel!
Oh, you guys know Angel.
Yeah!
Best buddy! Hey!
You can't really hear what's going on in the office spaces. It's very muffled, but she does seem to turn to you, and the look on her face is a mix of surprise and sort of, what's the best word I can use for this?
Oh
Concern?
Fear.
no. Disappointment?
Anxiety.
Oh no. Oh no, we gave the poor girl anxiety.
We need to pay her therapy bills.
Can we?
It looks like she's packing up right now.
Oh.
She actually got transferred over to Newtontown for the tournament.
Yeah, was that by her choice?
Yeah, she requested it, which is kind of surprising. She's always been a bit of a homebody, you know?
Oh.
For the sake of clarity, Chris, you're the one who talked her into doing it.
Yeah, I didn't think she was gonna go through with it.
Why'd you talk her into doing it? What was the reason?
So Chris is trying to find out some information about not only AJ, but also about, oh my god, I forgot her name, it's been so long. Lucario woman that beat my cheeks in.
Maxine.
Maxine.
Oh my gosh, it was purely because you wanted more info.
I'm a terrible person. I'm a very terrible person, and I know that, and I'm very sorry, but I'm not.
Well, maybe she wouldn't have done it if she didn't feel like it was the right move for her career. Maybe she's like too tired of the big city.
I don't know. She was pretty happy in like her apartment, from what I can remember.
Which we trashed.
And infested with Joltics
Yeah.
and cops.
You're
Oh,
always
cups! I thought you said cups, and I was like, what happened? Why are there cups?
We're just aggressively playing cup stacking.
Her apartment is filled with mugs and tumblers. Eventually, you get to the environmental research section, a lab, but filled with a vibrant grass and trees and foliage and grass-type Pokemon.
Ooh.
Oh, is this Pokemon here?
Yep, they are the experts in environmental restoration efforts.
So is this the only place that Pokemon are kept in the building?
Right, I didn't mention it, but those scientists and sales associates, they would have had Pokemon alongside them too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as long as their Pokemon are well trained, employees can have them out and about while they work.
That's good. I was just curious about the care of Pokemon under Mogul Corp's eye. And what about rehabilitation for maybe more, and she like looks down, volatile Pokemon?
Volatile? I'm not really. She's talking about the Meteor Research and Retrieval Department. And your tour is joined by Camilla.
Hi, Camilla.
Hello.
Thank you for waiting. I was taking care of some last-minute work before we flew to Newtontown today.
No, that's okay. She's not unhappy to see Camilla, but she's kind of like, darn, I wanted to get some information.
Thank you very much for covering for me, Gabe. I can take it from here. Oh, sure thing, Miss Camilla. I'll just head back to the offices then. You three enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks, Gabe.
Thank you. Bye, Gabe.
For the sake of time, How about we skip right to the Meteor Research and Retrieval Department?
Sure.
Well, the bench goes into the lift again. You go straight down into the sub-levels of the building. And you come out to this sleek, chrome, futuristic-looking laboratory complex.
It is chrome.
Didi, do not go into my laboratory.
Oh,
Everything's chrome in the future.
Reference!
Yeah, that was just a reference circle.
Anyways.
Yeah, secret tunnel.
Anyways. You're familiar with the retrieval. This is where we do the research. You see that the meteor you got from the farmlands, as well as a meteor that they retrieved from the Mogabark Mills, are currently being analyzed, as well as some other smaller fragments here and there.
You know that I'm hesitant about certain things. Do you already have any Pokemon affected by the meteorites here?
As of yet, no.
Are we the only team working with you guys?
You have to understand, these Star Runners, those who hunt down these meteorites, it's a very niche lifestyle, and finding a Jewel-type Pokemon, as you call them, is even rarer. If people have been catching them, they've kept it to themselves. We've been making sure the water stays calm as possible when it comes to these Pokemon, until we know more about them at least. But you're making waves, and we need to research these Pokemon.
I understand. Could you walk us through the testing process, what that might be like when you do retrieve a Pokemon?
So, once a Pokemon would be handed to us, when not kept in our... Hold on. Let me take a swig. My words are being jumbled here.
No problem.
She just takes a swig of the flask.
Oh, she's that kind of champion.
It's her saying that, not Kay.
Oh, okay.
Let me take a swig.
It's advanced regenerative medicine. Don't worry about it.
Advanced regenerative.
I'm growing a tongue.
She's tongue-tied. She's
Oh, no.
regenerating her tongue.
She explains that your Jewel-type Pokemon will be comfortably contained within the facility here. They'll be analyzed, scanned, humanely tested on. They just want to figure out what exactly is mutating them into these Jewel-type Pokemon, isolate that, figure out a way to extract it, maybe return the Pokemon back to normal. There was a similar situation in the Ore region where Pokemon were artificially changed into shadow Pokemon. I don't think it's a direct parallel, but their research into purification might provide some insight into this.
Right, but you can't start unless you have one.
Yes. I can't guarantee that we will be able to revert them back to normal. But whether we do or not, it is your Pokemon. If you want it back and it does not prove to be a threat, it will be returned to you.
Camilla, I'm sorry. Do you mind if I just speak with my friends for a moment?
Of course. And she gives you guys some privacy.
Maddie looks at Velma and Chris, and she's like, there's still, I don't know what it is, but there's still a part of me that is scared, but I don't really know what else to do.
Maddie, this is going to sound really bad, but I think you might be able to gauge the intentions of Camilla, because, you've got and he does like a weird thing with his fingers where they're all moving independently, trying to make like the psychic sort of, like, you got the thing kind of going on.
You got the ooh.
You got the ooh.
Do you think I should risk that?
You're just doing a vibe check, that's all.
Yeah. What's a vibe check?
Ask your daughter.
It's okay. I know what she's talking about. Kay, can we vibe check Camilla without her knowing?
Camilla.
If you're doing it specifically for the purposes of not being noticed, this would be an insight plus stealth.
Okay.
Wait, can Camilla sense these things? What the heck?
Yeah, like, would it even be sensible?
Go ahead and roll.
Oh God, okay.
3 out of 4.
How does most people's, I guess, auras in this case, this is sort of an aura reading.
Uh-huh.
How do they appear to Maddie usually when she's used this ability?
The way, the color that it is and the way that it moves might denote someone's intentions. So if it moves quicker and more aggressive-ish, then that would be like more of a red flag. And if it was like maybe a more intense color, whereas if it was calmer and just like kind of flowed, there's more trust there.
You get a read on everyone's aura in the immediate area around you.
Even Chris and Velma.
Chris, Velma, what do your auras look like?
Yes!
I think Velma's would be like an electric yellow. Like eye hurting yellow.
I guess Chris's would just be like a sort of just a very light blue. But if you look close enough, you'll see like very weird sparks of like, it fades in and out of like red. It's kind of inconsistent.
And the scientists around you have auras of bright green, very healthy, very explorative, very curious auras. What you might expect from researchers. For Camilla, it's a solid, deep, deep blue. And when I say solid, I mean completely still. It's sort of, with that 3 out of 4, it sort of looks less of an aura and more of a barrier.
But it is an aura.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, with that 3 out of 4, you detect that the aura is there. It's solid. You get the sense that it's purposely shaped to be that solid feeling.
Gosh, that makes me feel like she's hiding something. Guys.
Do you want to push that boundary?
No, and like speaking above table, like I just feel like, actually I can say this to them in character. I worry that if I don't give mine up, I mean, I will try everything to try and make mine better, but what if I can't? And then he just fully transforms, and then, but if I do give mine up, I don't know. This sounds crazy, but I'm like worried that they're going to use the knowledge of Jewel-type Pokemon for bad. I don't know. It's just a bad feeling that I have of how to heal them, or maybe use it to figure out how to make more. Maddie makes sure she's real quiet as she's saying this.
What if you did like a weekly check-in with him? Sure, you'll give him his care, but in exchange, you want to be able to physically see him. Like, that way you'll know just how they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I would like that. The only hesitation is what they're doing with this research.
Not only that, but with a corporation like this, they could easily fake videos, couldn't they?
Not the deepfakes canon in PKMN Legacy.
Oh no! Please no! Turn it back! Turn it back!
Camilla returns. Have we decided?
Maddie, before she can decide she's not going to, she just pulls out the Pokeball, the Minun Pokeball, and hands it to Camilla. I want weekly check-ins, not just over a phone. I want to see.
She turns to the researchers. Can we set up a secure live feed of the Minun while he's being contained? They look at each other, murmur a bit, give her the thumbs up. Any other stipulations?
Am I able to ask her, like, hey, if I stop by in person, like unannounced, that I am let in?
So you're asking for security clearance?
Sure. If they have nothing to hide, then that should be no problem.
Clever plus etiquette.
2 out of 3.
We can grant you 3 security clearance, but this would only apply when testing is not ongoing. We need to let the researchers do their job. And you will need to check in at the front desks in order for us to let you in.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
She turns to the researchers. Researching this Minun and finding a cure is your first and only priority. You will be more than compensated for all the work you put into this, but I want it done within 2 weeks' time. Is that clear? You hear a chorus of, yes ma'am!
Ooh.
Jesus.
And those scientists get to work. She turns back to you. Let's go to the rooftops. We have a flight to catch.